cannot hear us. Now they can. Good morning, guys. Nor, can you hear me now?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, my friend. Doing good. All right, guys, we're gonna go straight to it. Let's see how this is going to play out today. Big data coming out. Norm, take us
Yeah,
through
we've got
some of
about
that.
45 seconds. We're going to have inflation data that we've been waiting for all week, and I think the SPY sold off in anticipation of that yesterday. Then University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index at 10 5-year inflation expectations as well, and then federal budget balance at 2. But the big one's this number that we got coming out in about 25 seconds. Um, I'll be frank, I have not done a ton of research this morning that I usually do because things are fairly stagnant, but I knew that no matter what I studied, um,
Right,
it was
right.
all going to change right here in 10 seconds. So
Yeah.
let's see what we got. The expectations on month over month are zero point 0.7 for headline and zero point 0.5 core. So here we go. Oh, look at that drop in the
A
SPY.
little nice landslide right now. Let's see how it ends.
Oh, we came in at 1% versus zero point 0.7 estimated. This is going to be a wild day.
Oh, we're seeing that already, my
Core was
friends.
zero point 0.6 versus zero point 0.5. That is brutal.
Look at that.
Heavy volume. See? I usually start at about 4:30 my time. I usually start about 4:30 my time, which is 5:30 Eastern. I didn't do any of that. I slept in, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why. So let's see how this plays out. Sometimes these moves will turn and rip the other way, but with that was a lot hotter than expected, man.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. And so we'll be keeping track of this throughout the show, guys. So we'll check in a couple of minutes and see how that looks. Let's take a quick look on what's happening over here with the stuff from yesterday. And again, we'll start with Legacy Tesla and many of these tickers. Our gap down list is going to get huge pretty quickly here as things get over 100,000. Is my gap list working? It might be frozen with all the data is trying to process. Um,
It looks like
uh,
it's working to me.
all right.
It's matching mine, which is live.
Oh, okay, good. All right, perfect. So we have Tesla here, guys. Let's look at the action from yesterday. We're gonna go over to what we had in play. So let's go here. Let's get our 5 minute and let's bring Tesla. A lot of tickers towards the later parts of the day, of course, selling off. Again, just this indication of the overall market just kind of pushing things around. That's what we've been seeing. Here's Tesla yesterday, traded very, very clean, guys, towards the downside, towards the upside, and again towards the downside. You just had so many opportunities on Tesla. It was just incredible. So you have open range breakdown right over here. Nice, beautiful on the 5 minute. Does get bottoms out here and then reversal back to the VWAP. And look at the continuation. You also had an ABCD pattern here as well. Breakout from the high of the day. It's just so many strategies that you could have traded here. The opportunities were endless. Another breakout high of the day here as well. And then finally getting toppy here when the market starts kind of pushing its weight around. You can see the breakdown all the way back to the low of the days. Tries to hold on 735, cannot, and then you get the drop here. So Billy yesterday had a wow pop right at the open, guys. Got going really early. Then from here on, it was very tough to trade. And again, the results after 11, after 12, very similar to what the overall market did, right? You had this sell-off here as well. Here is Neo, guys. Neo, a nice pop. Again, a lot of Chinese tickers were active yesterday. They have been for the last couple of days. We'll see what NEO does today. Already 1.3 million. We'd love to see what the Chinese stocks are doing today. Some of them are up this morning. XBEV, Baba was great as well yesterday. Lee and some other ones on there. So we'll see what's looking good this morning. And then again, at 11 o'clock, 12. This one did not sell off as much, but you did have a sell off from the highs on NEO. And then Baba was so good yesterday, guys. Nice little pop here. You got a little bit of an ABCD pattern going here. Break from the highs of the days early on in the morning. Not a good open range 5 minute. And then gets toppy above the VWAP. Does not want to stay above the VWAP. Cannot do a new mark high there on the 5 minute. And just look at the drop here as things start to sell off towards the later parts of the day. Amazon, just again, a little bit of choppiness almost the entire day, up to 2 o'clock or so. You did get a couple of scalping opportunities there, but for the most part, just sideways action compared to what we saw from other tickers that kind of popped up and came back down. Then eventually just gave in to what the overall market was doing. Um, Here's Apple. Apple did not actually pop up. Trended nicely towards the downside. It was a slow bleeder all the way down to about 2 o'clock when it really starts to dive down here. But again, Apple at 142 and obviously down this morning as well with the overall market in play for sure. Great volume on that also. And here's Oxy, guys. Oxy has been in play quite a bit for us. Did get going here a little bit toppy towards the end, a lot of rejection happening, and then the drop off from the market yesterday. So just so many things you could have done yesterday. A lot of great opportunities, especially on some of the stocks that popped up first. Gave you a good move that way before they started dropping. Here is the SPY at the moment, and we are continuing to drop here, as you can see here on the screen. Let's see, guys. It's going to be interesting for sure. And Norm, you know what happens here, right? Our list is going to completely change by the time we're done with this show.
It's going to be all blood
You know,
red.
yeah, it's going to completely change. There's some things here holding, especially on the Chinese side, but a lot of these, like EDU, are not great tickers. Let me link my trade ideas over to our montage. So we can go ahead and do this here, and we can see what's happening. Let's take this off. No, not disable. We'll delete this. We'll delete that, and we'll add our link here. Perfect. Okay, very good. All right, so at the moment, guys, let's see. Let's get through the gap up list, see if anything looks good here. EDU, for the most part, they are up 6.8. This is a nasty, nasty Chinese education ticker. I think they sell courses or something, whatever it is. It just doesn't trade well. And again, I find this to be very, very shady at times. So I stay away from it. Here's Billy. Billy, for the most part, has had some really good days in here, guys. We've seen a nice bounce from 19, 18 all the way to 30 on Billy, guys. So what a big, big move there. Today, they're actually still gapping up here. So they're trying to hold as data is not reflecting positive news at the moment. But Billy might be interesting, guys. They've been trading very well, very well. Control A, Control X gets rid of our list here on Dash Trader Pro. I'm going to add Billy as a possible for now, and we can check out how that does in a second. HUSA, this is, what is this?
Oil and
Houston
gas.
Oil? Okay. So,
I don't see
Oxy.
anything fresh on this one. Low float, 8 million, 9 million shares. I'm not seeing anything immediately,
Yeah.
but
I agree. But you know which one will be good to watch today, especially the way the market is? Oxy. So we'll see how Oxy does today. How this is going to affect tickers that we've been watching for a very long time in the last couple of months, really. Here's Baidu. Again, the Chinese stocks are trying to hold here. You got Baidu, Baba, and JD around 2.3, 2.8 so far, but they have taken a nice drop here. And we'll see how they continue to drop. I do like Baba, guys. Traded very well the last couple of days. Really, really nice. Had a beautiful Wednesday. Okay, Thursday towards the downside as well. Actually, it was actually cleaner than many stocks that we had. And today already 2 million shares traded, up 3.2, trying to hold here this morning. So I like that one better than Baidu and better than JD. I think Baba has become a very, very cleaner type stock. In the past, we wouldn't even look at Baba the way it traded, but that has changed quite a bit with the type of volume that it's getting. Docu had earnings last night, Norm, and it looks like they did not enjoy some of the results and information they got. I mean, it just
no,
got
no,
crushed.
not at all. It's funny. It didn't seem quite as bad as this, but who knows? I
Man,
didn't dig into it too much. This one can be very difficult to trade.
yeah,
They've
unfortunately.
they've got a slew of downgrades already this morning. It's just lack of growth going. So anyway, they cut outlook. I know that much. But this is brutal for them today.
Yeah, I mean, down, guys, 26% almost here. They're just getting hammered. So, unfortunately, I put them as a possible because, like you said, no, they're just so difficult to trade as an intraday ticker here. 1.3 million, 20, now 25%. All the numbers check out. The daily also looks decent here for a possible breakdown. Who knows? Maybe it can surprise us, but the likelihood is that it's not going to be the best type trading stock. So, Stitch Fix, this one down
Talk about
19%.
another crummy
Wow.
trader. Yeah, they had earnings last night. They're having layoffs, significant number of layoffs. Um, the bad earnings, they warned on the
Yeah.
potential guidance. So a little bit of rough going on here.
Yeah.
Hard to
They are.
believe this $6 ticker was 110,
Mhm.
$115 almost a year, roughly a year ago.
Yeah, it's wild, man. Wild, wild. So they're down here 19%. And again, another one that doesn't trade very well, that's getting smacked around a bit. I like the numbers as far as how much they're gapping down. Let's see. Let's see if today do something. But again, with the type of market we are probably going to have, that's probably not going to be the top of our list this morning. The spy here trying to bottom out at 396, getting a little bit of a pullback. Let's see if that is going to do anything. All right, so CTIC doesn't look good, guys. Down 7.1. Looks like doesn't get great volume. I don't think we ever looked at this in the past, or if we have, it's a bio or tech company. Not a big fan of what that looks like right now. We'll skip on down to CDRE, another one that's looking very slim. Again, 200,000 on volume, down 5.6. But look at this data, by the way.
Their
This is,
average daily volume is
yeah.
101,000 shares,
Oh, my goodness, guys, this is not good. And look at the wicks
and
on this thing.
it's on a secondary,
All right, so
so
it's just from bad to
garbage.
bad to bad. So yeah, this is no, 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 no. Let's move on down to Roblox here. Roblox, the daily actually looks much nicer than I would expect. Got a little consolidation happening here. Right now down 5.1. Could do something. I just feel like there's gonna be better stuff when we get closer to 9:30. So
They got a
I'm
downgrade out of Goldman from
yeah.
neutral to sell, moving their price target from 39 to 28 bucks.
You know, that could be interesting. I mean, we're hanging out at 28 right now, but that could be interesting. See how they take that downgrade this morning. So let's keep it on there for now. Netflix on the list, guys. Oh, Netflix down 5.2, 268. Again, it just has been brutal for these guys for streaming services overall. Except Roku. Roku had some positive news. Forget about it. It's all gone. There's some positive news a few days ago, but it is back down to below 90 here at 90. So not so much stuff going on there. I like Netflix today. Let's see if that is going to uh, head lower here at all, but this could be interesting. All right, Roblox coin.
They got a
Yeah.
downgrade out of Goldman this morning too, from neutral to sell with from 265 to 186.
Man. 265 to 186. That is hurtful. Brutal for Netflix. Again, just continues to get hammered all over the place here. Next we had Coin. So Coin right now, big drop from 64 to 60. That's a $4 drop there. I'm assuming obviously with the SPY information coming out. A 4.9 at 245. I would like to keep an eye on it, although it can trade very choppy at times. I think today might be a good day to keep an eye on Coin and see how that whole area is doing. All right, we're going to stop here, guys. I know a lot is going to change in the next couple of minutes, but I think we have a decent start right now. We have Oxy, we have Baba, we have Netflix, and then we have a couple here that are pretty good as far as gapping down. 25.19. They are just not great at intraday trades. So, Norm, what do you like this morning so far?
I'm gonna have to take a few minutes, man, other than what we've already
Yeah,
looked at, and take a little time and sit back and see what develops, because the news is only 12 minutes old from that really harsh CPI data. And if you look at that number, the year over year on the headline number of 8.6, that's higher than we had. It ticked down a little bit in May, but in April we had a 8.5 print, so it's even higher than that. Um, so I want to see what the market does. I almost
yeah.
want to focus on like TQQQ or SQQQ.
Yeah, the
And
indexes. Yeah,
yeah, so
yep.
that's my
I agree, man.
two
We'll
cents.
definitely be keeping an eye on those, and you can look at stocks like, of course, Apple, Nvidia. These guys are going to, obviously trade with the market today. So we'll have Apple on deck. How's AMD looking today? Okay, Apple looks better at the moment. Nvidia, let's take a look at that one. Nvidia could be interesting as well. So I'm going to put Nvidia on here, and then Neo.
Take that back. It was the March. So thank you for the correction, and I was and clarification. I was talking about the when we got the number. So the number that came out in May was for April. That's where it ticked down. It was the April number that was 8.3. It was the March number that was 8.5. So thank you.
All right, excellent. And I'm going to look at Neo, guys. They got good volume. They had a nice pop and drop yesterday. Then they went pretty much flat, but for the most part, they had a beautiful open range break up on the 5 minute yesterday. So I did like the way that traded. I'm going to keep them on deck today too. Their daily looks very nice, very clean at the moment, and they're again up 1.1 right now. So yeah, I want to keep an eye on that. It was up a lot higher, but obviously things getting dragged down a little bit this morning and a little bit of a bounce happening at the time. So all right, we're all set there, guys. Let's take a look over in our chat. What do you guys like this morning? We're gonna start off. Try to look at both chats. I know we have members in our YouTube chat, as we cannot stream to the room at the moment. Let's go ahead and try to look at both. So what do we got you guys like this morning? Art is looking at AMD spike to tin. Is that tinfoil line? Art. oh, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, AMD, Apple, Nvidia, all looking in very good. So you can watch either one of those. So Ed from Sydney, the show has kicked off already. We are live on YouTube. Unfortunately, I am having issues streaming to a browser this morning. We'll try to figure that out, but for the most part, we are live on YouTube. We do not want to be late today, especially with the things that are going on this morning. So if you want to catch us there, the link is up. Norm has it on our announcement tab. You can click on there, but I'll be watching both tabs either way. All right, so AMD's okay. Lee and FU to you this morning. Let's see how that's doing. Lee right now, I like Neo better today, so I'm going to keep an eye on Neo. You can look at Lee as well. It's probably going to move very well. Again, Futu, Lee, Baba, PDD, all these Chinese tickers the last couple of days have been doing not the exact same thing, but very, very similar. If you look at Baba, you look at Neo, you look at Lee, you look at XPEF, they all had that big news of things kind of getting back into order over there a little bit. And now you're seeing a little bit of movement this morning on these guys. So I like Neo, I like Baba. I'm going to keep for now. You can watch either one, Fabio. I think both of those can trade very well. Asian stocks, yeah, I agree. Sunday Asian stocks, Baba, Baidu, Billy, even Billy. Where's Billy? Yeah, I have Billy as a possible here as well. They all can trade very well, especially the last couple of days. What do you think about Daku? So I have Daku as a possible here, Kedar, and it has 1.4 million shares traded. It is down 25%. My issue with Daku is that it doesn't trade clean. It can be very choppy. It can be very spotty. It can be very spready. That's my only concern. It is not the best intraday trading stock. Now, today, that
better
cannot
than its
change.
average day to day because of the volume it's going to have. It'll help that. But
Yeah,
that having been said, it still is likely not. I mean, right now, I just looked at it. It had a 30-cent spread, which is pretty sizable spread on a $65 ticker.
Yeah. So again, is it going to get better? Absolutely, it will. Maybe today it'll trade very decent, like you said, above average. But that above average might still not be better than the Apple, Neo, and Baba, right? So, but let's see. I definitely want to keep an eye on them, and I'll be checking them. If I see something great on it, we'll take an opportunity because I do love this drop here they're getting today, down 25%. That's significant.
Hey,
Spy.
just a reminder: hit that like button on YouTube since you're over there. It really does help.
Oh, yes, we appreciate it. Sitting at 92, but we have 617. We're doing something wrong here this morning. We would love your support, guys. Appreciate it very much.
You show a trailer from your OnlyFans, Carlos. That'll
Yeah, I will send you guys the link to my OnlyFans page. Maybe that will help. Some pole dancing in there. That'll probably get the likes up. All right, so here we go, guys. Spy, it's down. Yes, it's down almost 1%. We're bottoming out at 395 is the low at the moment. We'll see in a couple of minutes how this is going to end. And yeah, it's gonna be an exciting day. All right, what else we have, guys? So good morning. Daku is good. Lee, Futu, ABC. That we looked at that already, so that's nice. Let's head on over to our chat here as well. What do we have? JD. Yeah, JD falls into that category as well, guys. Billy, Neo, and Baba. So falls into that as well. I think those are going to have been in play very nice the last couple of days. Jason's given us BA. Let's take a look at BA. We haven't seen that in our list in a while. BA, a little light on volume, which is okay. They typically don't get great volume pre-market. You're getting a nice drop here, 1.5. Obviously, the only thing moving this is the market at the moment. So just because I don't think they have any individual catalysts, I'll look at other things that can get more volume, that can trade a little bit more cleaner, right? And if you look at the SPY, you look at Apple, as I mentioned before, that is going to be identical to what the SPY is doing right now. So I'm going to add the SPY here today. The SPY could be a good thing to trade to directly, right? We normally don't talk about this, but the SPY, the TQQ, these are things you can actually trade and catch some of these trending moves on the market. Andrew does it all the time live with us. Brian and Nora, I'm sure you've done it as well. So today will be a day where you can watch the indexes and then do very well. So Who else is on OnlyFans? All the moderators are on OnlyFans, my friend. So we got a question over on YouTube. Who is on the OnlyFans page? Everybody has their OnlyFans page.
Oh,
All moderators
no,
are.
no,
You can
no.
email directly for the link.
I'm
So,
gonna no the hell out of you right now.
um, all right. So let's see here. Let's head up at the moment. What do we have? BA. Again, guys, it's a tough day to kind of pin down a list of stocks. For the most part, Chinese stocks are holding here. They're in the
Yeah.
green.
Well, they had
So
inflation data that came out lighter than expected.
yeah,
So
yeah. So they're holding in the green nicely. On our end, we got a couple on here. Mara starting to make an appearance, and Bitcoin, I could see there. Affirm, how's Affirm doing? Down 2.9. They didn't have all the great news the last couple of days, but again, no significant volume or pre-market activity, so we'll skip on that for now. Lucid, PLTR. Let's see Lucid here. Lucid down slightly. PLTR. There's so many things you can watch this morning. The list can get really crazy. So I'm going to keep it the way it is now. We'll look at it again later parts of the show. Let's go to announcements. We can come back, answer some questions about if you have
yeah,
any
just go to
information
the
with the
yep, go
webpage.
to the
Yeah.
page for announcement. Yeah, as you pull
Yeah.
it up. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to make sure you went straight there instead of the other
No,
way.
no, absolutely, man. So, and then we'll come back and we can look at other tickers, but let's give it an opportunity for this buy to settle down or settle in and then see what we can get out of it.
Yeah, I just so guys, just a reminder. I know most of you know this, if not all of you, but if you ever have a question about what content we have coming up as far as webinars and such, you can go to bearbulltraders.com, and then in that top nav bar, you'll see webinars in the middle. Click that, you'll get this page. Gives you essentially the day-to-day of everything going on in the next week or two. So just a reminder, every Monday night is Carlos's onboarding and technology session that begins at 7 p.m. Eastern. Um, it's really Friday or over the weekend's a great time to sign up for the trial membership, which we'll talk about in a moment, because you are able to get into that in the trial membership. Then immediately following that, at 8 p.m. Eastern, we'll have a DAS Trader Pro Q&A with Kyle on Monday, and then the following week, we'll have our part two of Bookmap. It's not the following week. Can you go back up to that, bud? It is the 27th, because just a reminder, we have a new market holiday a week from Monday. The markets will be closed for Juneteenth. Then Tuesday, strategy. Peter, next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, talking about Rising Devil, Fallen Angel. He and Brian will be breaking that down for you. And then the next week, on the 21st, you'll have Andrew talking about his 1 minute opening range breakout, if that is your kind of trading. Then next Wednesday, psychology with Mike, talking about defining your trading why. Mentorship on Thursday at 11 a.m. with John, 4 p.m. with Ed. 4 p.m. is earnings trades with Ed, and then 4:30 is when his mentorship session starts, really, and then 8 p.m. with Thor. And then if you go to the homepage, show the membership table, guys, right there. If on the far left, if you are watching on YouTube and have not been in the chat room, you'd like to give it a shot, use the promo code PreMarket24. That's PreMarket24 when you sign up for that intro membership. It's usually $39 at discounts it to $24. It is 1 week. It does not recur. It is 1 week and then it cancels itself. And right now, you can get the Elite Annual Membership, READ50. Use the promo code READ50. You'll get it for half off, and you'll get a free one-on-one coaching session with Dr. Reed.
That is just amazing, guys. So take advantage of that. All right, so far our list, guys, at the moment, Oxy, Baba, Netflix. Again, things looking pretty wild right here. Apple, looks like we're heading back to the lows here on the SPY. Let's go there and see how things are moving. So at the moment, oh, that is not the SPY. Missed a letter there. Here we go. So going towards the low at the moment, and that is going to definitely change things around on this list. So we'll look at how that affects things. Guys, as we're waiting for kind of this thing to shape out this morning, go
That
ahead.
is ugly.
It's not looking good.
That is not a good candle formation going on right now.
No. That is not looking good. let me give you some positive stuff this morning because that is not looking too positive. If you go over to Twitter or any social media, whatever your favorite social media, usually Twitter and Instagram for the most part, head on over there and put a picture of your trading station. And what Andrew is doing is he is going to raffle away. Is it an annual membership? Hopefully, I'm not putting my foot in my mouth. I believe it's an annual membership to BBT. So um,
What's that?
he's raffling. If you put a picture of your trading station, he's going to give
Uh,
away he's going to take a poll, whatever, and do a random giveaway of a membership. I believe it's annual. Don't quote me for if it's like a monthly. I'm going to get crushed here, but I believe it's annual. So definitely do that. But you have to do a couple of things. You have to tag at bearbulltraders.com or at bearbulltraders, depending on your social media, and you have to put hashtag BBT family. So is it lifetime? Is it lifetime? Did we go that? Did we go that far? Oh my lord, that is amazing if it's lifetime. I'm gonna check now Andrew's tweet here. So I definitely want you guys to not miss out on this. I think he's going to probably do this next week. Is Megan trying to get a membership? I think she's a moderator. She's
I
she's
don't think
trying to
she
get a membership.
counts. It's not the
But for the
mod
most
part; it's
part,
the vegan part.
yeah, yeah. So here it is. We have Mr. 66 with his station there. So go ahead, tag Bear Boot Traders on Twitter. Do it on Instagram as well, and you will get put into the raffle, guys. So we'd love to see you guys hopefully win that. That's gonna be a whole lot of fun. So all right, with that said, let's get back to our spy here at the moment. So, hanging on to the lows right now. And yeah, pretty much enjoying what's happening here. This is going to be an exciting, interesting day. As far as our watch list, we do have the spy is going down in clean. Yeah, it's going down. Definitely going down. Apple here is good. Netflix is interesting. I like that one. And yeah, I think we have a decent list for what I have already. You can watch your favorites today, and I think those will do very well. All right, guys. While this thing develops, any questions that we can get to? Anyone expecting us to finish the day green? Ang, I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, anything can happen. We're not that far off. We're down 1.4, and for the way this market trades,
That would
Norm,
be
right? That's
amazing.
not
That would be
crazy,
shocking. It would
but it will be
be. I'll
shocking.
tell you. I don't see it happening. If it happened, I mean, that would show with that outrageous number that came across at 8:30 and what's taken place. And don't forget the sell off from yesterday. That was largely in anticipation of that number coming out this morning. So you're talking about, let's see here. You're talking about SPY from around 411 down to 395. That's a pretty big drop,
Yeah,
mostly
yeah,
due to that number. And it's at the bottom of that range as well. We're setting new lows as I speak.
mm,
That would be a hell of a bounce. And that, I mean, that would mean there would be some serious support here. I don't know. That would
yeah.
surprise
It's
me.
not.
But like we spoke about all week and in that consolidation range, we just sat there until we got that number or
Yeah,
right
yeah.
before it.
It's wild, and yesterday, big sell off yesterday as well. So again, the last 2 days just really getting hammered here. We'll have
Dwight
to
was
see.
asking what the number is. I'll throw that out again real quick. So
Yeah,
the month over month headline CPI number was estimated at 0.7. It came in at 1%. So a lot hotter than expected. The core CPI, which strips out energy and food, which is kind of silly because those are the things that everybody has to consume, is zero point 0.6 versus zero point 0.5 estimate. The year over year, that 1% month over month number translates into what was anticipated to be 8.2% headline number year over year to 8.6, which is higher than the highest number we had, which was 8.5 in March.
yeah, yeah. It's man, look at the drop here we're getting. Yeah, I don't know about being green today, my friends. That's gonna be a tough thing to do. Especially with the way how sensitive this market has been, right? If you guys, we usually know a number is going to come out, right? And when the number comes out, we still react. The market still reacts like it's brand new data. Like the reaction of it is just massive. So I'm with you, Norm. That'll be shocking if we do that. All right, so a couple of questions. People are asking me, what do we think on Tesla? Tesla was great yesterday. We have not looked at it today, so let's take a quick look on it. I think it traded very well. But if you look at Tesla, if you look at Apple, you look at Nvidia, all these big companies, they're all just following the overall market right now. So you can pick your favorites. I think your watch list today is going to be made up of stocks that you have traded in the past or that you like the way they move. For example, I'll give you the biggest example probably in the entire trading world is Peter and AMD, right? He's going to be watching AMD, although AMD is not looking too hot today as far as movement at the moment. They're following the SPY, but look how different this AMD is compared to how Apple is following the SPY, right? This is nice. This is clean. You got volume. AMD not so much. Nvidia not as clean as AMD here. Neo a little bit cleaner. So just watch your favorite stocks today. I think you're going to get a lot from that. And then I have Oxy, right? Tickers that have been in play that have been affected by the overall market. Oxy I think is going to be a good one as well. We have Neo here. We have Netflix, which is down slightly. They also got a downgrade. So a lot of stocks here moving not with their own catalyst. Netflix did get a downgrade. We got two more here that got a earnings last night, which got destroyed. We got Docu and we got Stitch Fix, both which don't trade very well though for the intraday trading. But this gap down is pretty big. So I have them here as a possible. I will be looking out to see if there's anything good that can come out of those two tickers. But for the most part, they're not they're not blockbuster type tickers when it comes to intraday trading. So yeah, violent reactions all the time. Yeah, Nigma, I agree. The SPY has we talked about this in the closing show. Andrew and Artie were talking about it, how sensitive the SPY can be, and it has been, right? So we've seen this. I mean, we've never seen the SPY. No, I mean, you've been trading for what? Well, you've been trading overall for prior to actually day trading. So you've been watching the markets. Your take on the market now, and let's say 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it's crazy.
Wait, hang on, I couldn't hear you. I had squat going off on my ear. What'd you say?
Okay, now say you've been trading prior to day trading with BBT. You've been watching the SPY
Well,
for a long
yeah,
time.
I intraday traded going back. I think the first trade I ever took, day trade I ever took, was around 2000 ish.
Yeah, and you compare
$2001.
if you compare the SPY now, the movements we're getting now, even to like 2 years ago, even
Yeah,
5 years
it's a
ago,
different world.
it's a
It's a
different
different
world.
world.
Yeah, it is a different world for sure. Carlos,
It's funny. History repeats itself. There's a lot of
yeah,
the same things, and you can see some of the same patterns. That having been said, the liquidity and just the rules and everything else have changed. So the
right.
technology, the rules, the regulations, all kinds of stuff. So
Yeah. It definitely seems much more fast paced. I got a video from Andrew from 20. We got time because I'm just really waiting to see how this thing's going to shake out in a few minutes here. I have a video from Andrew when I first started with BBT in 20. I think it's April or March 2017, and you could see the difference in the way that the market is moving then to now. It is night and day, night and day. I mean, Andrew at that time was waiting 5 minutes for things to play out. He was talking about how he's waiting for 5 minutes for things to play out. Now, you wait 5 minutes and something could be completely done for the day. Could be gone. So it definitely has changed quite a bit. All right, couple of questions here. There are some weekly levels in the SPY in the 390s. Let's take a look at those. Thank you for pointing those out. Weekly levels on the 390s. So, oh yeah, right here. Price is right on it. So if you go back to February, March, even December, looks like right on there we have you said 390. We also have right here too though 396, but yeah, 390. If you put a level on, yeah, you got 390 as well. Actually, 390 is a little bit better because you got a lot more touching 390. So, yeah, this area here, this $5 range is going to be important. I'm going to mark down where we're at now too. This 395, I think. There's not a set number, but this area here, you definitely have some support resistance happening there on the weekly. That is for sure. We're on the street is not watching AMD today. Oh, Peter's not watching. Yeah, it doesn't look good today. Today, AMD does not look great for us to keep an eye on this morning. So definitely, I can get that. Q's down. Our watch list right now. Anything else you guys are watching besides what's on deck? Oxy's going into the red this morning.
You're running late, homie.
903. Yeah, let's get to levels. I mean, I feel like there's not a whole lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, let's get to levels here, guys, and then let's see what we can get out of this. So let's go ahead here. And guys, this screen I'm going to change a little bit later. I'm actually going to make the chart a little bit bigger because I just we're making some changes here, but we'll do something like I want to say like this, right? We'll figure something out so you guys can see the levels a little bit better, and then I can switch from daily to the 5 minute if we need to. So um, that just think will be more valuable to you than actually two charts like this. Let me know if you disagree, but I think that'll be cleaner. So we'll work on that. Here is Oxy, my friend. So Oxy at the moment, I do like the way he's trading right now. It is going into the red from being green just a couple of minutes ago, obviously with the overall SPY information. I am going to mark down 61.55. So that's a good level there. We know this level very well from the last couple of months. We've been watching this stock, trying to break out of that and was not able to until finally, wow, almost about a month ago. Time is flying. So here towards the top between the previous day close and also that 61.51 where you're going to put in a lot of weight on that one. That's a good level. You also have the 63.66. It's a good one right on here as well. You can definitely have that in play. Our high of our pre-market, you want to mark that down. That is 66.41. And then outside of that, I think you're set, guys. You're right in the middle of plenty of levels towards the top, towards the bottom. I think actually will be a nice one to watch today. Here's Baba. Baba still in the green. Not many stuff in the green today, but Baba is in the green. Up 2.6. They've been trading so well the last couple of days. Even yesterday, even though they were red, they still traded very clean. So again, I definitely like what Baba has been doing recently. 115.02 is your high of your pre-market. Your low is at 112.21. And then you're surrounded by the highs and lows of the last two trading days after a beautiful, beautiful gap up and continuation. I mean, this stock's just been very strong, man. After the information came out of the regulators in China backing off a little bit, Baba has been seeing some really nice moves here towards the upside, some really gap up days and just ripping. I mean, this was Wednesday. Look at Wednesday, good volume and going from 107 to 120 and holding. So that is real nice. Let's see what it does today. Here is Netflix, guys, getting slammed. They had a downgrade this morning. Today, low of the pre-market, 181.50, high 189.97. Higher, you do have highs and lows, previous day close. And then towards the bottom here, we're looking at a 175. That's a possible there. I do like that level very much. You can see how many candles are slamming against that. So the more, the better. And towards the bottom, you have 163, which is really clean. Again, I don't think we'll get there. You can mark down 172. I think that's a stretch today, unless our friend SPY decides to flush. That can change everything in just a minute. So let's head on down to Apple this morning. So if we look at Apple, let me see. Did I miss a question here? Nope. Oh yes. Hold on a second. What is happening with the peers? Yeah. So we're having it. Well, not we. I'm having issues, right? Me, because it was a one-man computer system here happening for the stream. I'm having issues sending it to the browser. So the browser is creating a lot of issues for me on my end. So we have it only on YouTube for now. We did not delay the show trying to figure out what was wrong with it. So we just went live because we had some good information coming out today. So we'll see, guys. The browser, when you're streaming from one computer to two different places, it is a big a bandwidth issue on my end, right? So it's not the computer power. The computer power is very good. I mean, we're running a, like whatever their graphics card. So that's not the issue, but the bandwidth is the problem. Here it is, Apple, guys. Apple 139.63 is good level towards the bottom. Low of the pre-market right now. So 137.29. You have a couple of days here. You're using that as support. And then we have 132.59 as well. So towards the bottom, you're pretty much set. Towards the top, you got plenty. You can mark down the high of the pre-market here at 143.70. So we'll put that there as well. So that's Apple. Again, just a mirror of what the overall market is doing, right? If you put it side by side, it is exactly the same thing, but Apple can be a nice one to trade because it's going to have great liquidity, great volume. That's going to be a good one. So that is Apple. That is Netflix. And last on our list is going to be Neo. So let's take a look at Neo here. Neo, for the most part, I thought I read something. I'm like, Kamari, I thought a comment over on YouTube. I thought you said Blackberries are coming back, and I just saw Blackberry coming back. I'm like, wait, that no way, that's not happening. So I'm not sure what the news is on that. What is the ticker? SNDL. I can take a look at that in a second. Here is Neo. Neo is 1870. Towards the bottom, we do have a level here, 1787. You can see tons of support happening here and resistance right at that 1880.83, right where the previous day closes. So it's just a lot overall happening there. Although Neo the last couple of days have put in some really wacky candles, right here and here. Within those candles, you are getting great intraday action. So We saw that yesterday. Let's see if today is going to be a good one. Right now, down, oh, well, up in the green. Like many of the Chinese stocks, I think the only ones are in the green this morning. And Roblox, not Roblox. Sorry, Redbox in the green this morning. We'll take a look at that in a second. But again, Neo and a lot of Chinese stocks trying to hold green this morning. So that's the only thing that's green on my list. And then possibles, I have Nvidia, I have Billy, I have Docu and SFIX, which both again just got crushed on earnings. So we'll see how that's going to play out. And we got Roblox here, which could be interesting. And Coin again, just getting an overall hit. Want to see how the Bitcoin stuff is going to react to all this data and news that is coming out. Let's take a look at RDBX. RDBX is this thing is I mean it's probably one of the ugliest daily chart we ever seen in a very long time. But it is trying to stay above here, above this 9. Is really trying to hustle and get going here. I know they had a couple of some positive stuff coming out for them the last couple of days, and you can see that there in the reflection of their price action. But it's interesting, they're holding above this 950. Usually when you get this drop here, you don't come back from this unless you have some significant news, and they did. They managed to come back. So I know this could be interesting. Not a fan of this stock at all. But if this news holds, this thing can get going pretty quickly. It's a lower price, so it can meme very easily. Yeah, Redbox, guys, that's a possible. Right over here, if you like that type of stock, that is, I think, is going to be interesting. All right, let's head over to our moderators list is coming in. We have Dima already on this, so that's good. I'll share this list with you guys in a second. Any questions? Anything else we have? We got a couple of minutes before we hop off and call it a day here on this beautiful Friday for the weather, my local weather, but not a beautiful Friday for the SPY, as it is just continuing to try to make another low here. Let's see what it does here at 394.73. So remember, guys, just want to remind you, if you haven't done so already, hit that thumbs up over on YouTube. We appreciate it very much. And some even better news is that, we have Andrew. He's giving, so it's confirmed, it is a lifetime membership where we're bringing back one lifetime membership that's going to be gifted or raffled to the person that tweets out their trading station. And also a couple of rules you have to follow to qualify. You got to have BBT on here. You got to have BBT somewhere. Our friend Jason here has a BBT and Andrew looking out the window, because then that tells us you did not just take this from the internet. This is actually your setup. Here's Robbie with his. That's looking pretty nice there. Nice lighting. And again, you don't have to have an amazing setup. It's not about that. It's going to be a completely random raffle. So, whatever your setup is, share it and you can win a lifetime member badge. So even if you're a member, you can also send that out. If you don't have a lifetime membership, you can do that as well. So good luck, guys. Good luck. Oh, a lot of great setups here. Again, remember, you gotta make sure you tag Andrew at Bear Boot Traders, and you also got to put in there, BBT family as well will help. So very nice, very nice. You can do this on Twitter. You could do this on Instagram as well. We have accounts in both of those places. I went to the wrong screen. I need to go to this one. All right, recap of our list. We have Oxy, we have Baba, which is in the green and bouncing, actually. Very nice. Netflix, Apple, and Neo. The secondary list, Nvidia. Where's Tesla? Did we look at Tesla today? I know we looked at it. Tesla's another good one as well, guys. You can add to your list. I'm going to add it here because, man, it traded so beautiful. Was it 2 days ago? It traded real nice. So definitely want to have Tesla on the list this morning. Might actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm actually going to put it up on the top here. I'm going to put it as one of my main lists here. So let's make some room over here. And for those that are new, wondering what the heck is all these tickers here, let me explain a little bit. These are, let me get rid of that. These are, my main list is up here, right? So this is stuff that I'm watching, that I'm going to be focusing. That's going to be stuff that's going to be up on my screen. I'm going to be watching the 5-minute charts to see if there's anything happening there. And then this is my possibles list, right? If something up here is not looking right, or it's not trading well, or it's very choppy, I might scan through these to see if there's anything else going on. And then we also have in our chat room, we have our turbo breakup and turbo breakdown scanners, which are amazing. So I'll be looking at those to see if there's anything else that's not on my list that can actually trade very well for this morning. So what was that about? Yeah, Robbie, this is some bot there. We took care of him. We only promote our moderators only fans page. We don't promote that stuff, so we got rid of that there. All right, what else we have, guys? So moderators, I'm waiting for their list to come out. We have only Dima so far. As soon as I get a little bit more, I'll bring that list over. We'll see what our moderators are watching. I'm sure a lot of them, just like you are, you might be just waiting for this thing to shake out a little, right? See what kind of stocks are going to be left at the closest at 9:30 time frame. So that could be the case too. But I think what we have here so far, no matter what happens with the SPY, these are going to be active, I believe. It's just with the sheer volume they're getting, looking pretty good. Dan, thanks, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And coming up on 9:15. All right, here we go. Let me just, I'll bring only Dima with her list so far this morning. So I'll bring her over and let's see if any buzzer beaters come in for our moderators. Let's go ahead and resize this. As I'm doing this, guys, to bring this over, make sure you hit that thumbs up over on YouTube. It does help our channel, and we appreciate it very much. So right over here, we have, oh, there we go. We have Megan as well now. So we have Dima, Docu, Amazon, Baba, and Apple. Megan is looking at the SPY overall a market. That's going to be a good one for today. AMD and PDD as well. So to definitely take a look at those two. I think they're looking pretty good this morning. So that's what we have. The rest of the moderators are working on their other stuff and just kind of waiting around to see if anything else populates. Today, Trading Live, guys, is Brian and Andrew. So looking forward to that. It is going to be a hell of a day. And we'll see how this market is going to end, guys. Definitely, there's no lack of action this morning with the SPY down 1.5. The numbers not coming in too hot today. And you can see here just the drop we're getting. Are we going to hold this 395? Looks like we're trying, but we'll have to see. Guys, over on YouTube, it is Friday, so you guys already know you got to be very, very careful today. Be very disciplined. You know, today's one of those days where things are not going to be as normal. Look at the SPY, the way it's moving already, pre-market. It is not your regular day, so, you know, be patient with the process. Sometimes you might need to wait an hour. I know sometimes you think you're a trader. To be a trader, you have to trade. The biggest thing about trading is waiting. You have to wait for your setup. And I know it sucks, especially if you're brand new and you're starting out, you feel like you have to take a trade, right? Well, learn how to wait. Learn how to be patient with the process. You want to be sitting tomorrow morning, having your breakfast, having your barbecue, or whatever you're into, and knowing that you were disciplined. It's so important to get that mental disconnect from trading, right? So I always tell you that every Friday because somebody needs to hear it. Maybe, you know, maybe it's you, maybe somebody else, but somebody needs to hear it. You need to be disciplined today. It is very important. There's nothing like taking the next 2 days and not being able to come back and make up for what you did, today. So very, very important. Have an amazing weekend, guys. Trade safe today. Be very careful out there. Things are looking pretty wild. And I will see you guys on Monday, right? Remember, Monday onboarding class at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And today's a great day to sign up for that if you haven't done so already, because then you got Friday, you have Saturday and Sunday to kind of set up your Dash Trader Pro, get familiar with the website where things are located, and then come join me at 7 p.m. on Monday night, and we will have a good time there, kind of show you around and answer any questions you might have. Come prepared with questions, right? Because I'm there to answer some questions too. We'll have a Q&A towards the end, and we'll have a pretty good time, guys. I'll show you around the website, and we'll go over a couple of things, Trader's Journey. It's just a whole lot of fun. So, guys, take care. Trade safe. I'm going to let you guys go now. Brian is on the mic, so he'll be hopping on shortly here. And take care, guys. See you soon.